Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Tonopah Army Air Corps training field in Tonopah, Nevada. Off in the distance to the south, actually most of the property off to the south is part of Nellis Air Force Base. But this is the bombing and artillery range where young boys trained to fly B-24 Liberators. Chuck Yeager trained out here. And you can see off in the distance there's an old airplane hangar. And there's another one, I don't know if you can make it out, way off in the distance there. The place was pretty heavily populated back during World War II. It was you know, not only were there barracks for the personnel, but this was an army base, probably a store, grocery, community center. There is a still operational airfield here. Just looking off in the distance, and those look like bunkers. It's probably where they stored the bombs. I'm out with my oldest son today. Deb and I have been here. We were here a few years, well, quite a few years ago, I think, before the kids were born. Trying to remember the last time we were here. It was a long damn time ago. Let's check it out. Less than a month after Germany attacked Poland in September 1939, General Headquarters Air Force at Langley Field, Virginia, was considering the desirability of improving the aerodrome 7 miles east of Tonopah. Efforts to obtain a large tract of land in that area for bombing and gunnery practice began. On 29 October 1940, more than 3 million acres of public domain southeast of the proposed airfield were transferred from the Department of Interior to the War Department. During 1940, construction began on the airfield. By 1942, the first military personnel arrived at the pilot training facility. It consisted of mess halls, barracks, a hospital, and other facilities. Bell P-38 Aero Cobras, a fighter with a 12-cylinder engine behind the pilot, were the first to arrive. During 1943, 12 P-39 fighter squadrons trained on the bombing and gunnery range, flying out of the Tonopah base. Among those was the 357th Fighter Group with Flight Officer Chuck Yeager, the first man to break the sound barrier. Let's take a little walk around here. Let's see what's around here. A couple smaller hangars here.
But no one lives here though.
No.
Old car.
Yeah?
Wanna go near the red car.
When Deb and I were here probably 10 years ago, there wasn't a fence around that, and you could go right inside. There's another one down there, and it looks like there's a collapsed one just to the left of that little white Quonset hut over there. We'll take a drive down there in a minute and check them out. How about a Triumph? Anybody need a Triumph? Low miles, one owner, never been dumped. Yeah. Oh, mint. Totally mint. I'm surprised this thing ain't picked through. By 1943, a $3 million expansion project began. It transformed the base into a B-24 Liberator bomber training facility and became known as the Tonopah Army Airfield. The B-24 was a 4-engine, twin-tailed aircraft which carried a crew of up to 10. During October 1944, there were 66 B-24 aircraft available for the training program. After training at Tonopah, the bombing crews would be assigned to bases in Europe and the Pacific. Between 1942 and 1945, 6,000 military personnel had been stationed at Tonopah Army Airfield, including 1,264 officers and 5,073 enlisted men and women. Between February 44 and August 45, 750 combat crews trained at the base. Field test teams from the Special Weapons Branch, Wright Field, Ohio, arrived at the base during 1944. Their mission was to test secret guided bombs at and near the base. Those tests were the foundation of the 21st century smart bombs. During August 1945, Tonopah Army Airfield was put on inactive status. By 1947, the base was declared excess. Today, what remains of what was one of the nation's largest World War II pilot and bomber training bases are 2 hangars in various stages of disrepair, acres of concrete foundations, the runways, and Tonopah's airport. Over 110 Army Air Force men lost their lives in accidents related to the operation of the airfield between 1942 and 1945. The majority were killed in P-39 and P-24 crashes. Here's the remains of one of those hangars after it burnt down. You can see here the door tracks. It's like 5 doors per side. And it appears that each one of these hangars served a single aircraft. So this looks like perhaps some sort of lifting mechanism, one for each wing wheel and then one for the front steer wheel. Chimney, this is for the boilers. There's the tie down. Another one over here. A tie down or a fuel? Could be fuel. Very well could be fuel. Because, you know, I'm just a big dumb goof. I'm not a freaking pilot. Certainly not a Liberator pilot. Idiot!
It says keep out though.
I know. Keep out.
Yeah.
Well, let's go over here. Parts. That's Siri, buddy.
Hey Siri.
She don't listen to you.
You're winning. Hey Siri.
Yeah. Well, let's go out here. Mom.
Hey Dad.
Come on.
Why do people have to be America?
What?
Why do some people go to America?
Because this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. There's the boiler room. You're a goof. Go check out this old truck.
Hi.
Huh? I'm not telling you. I may be stupid, but I ain't dumb. Wait a minute. Oh, Studebaker.
Let's see how close they'll let me get. Not very.
It's interesting that the building, the one that's built with concrete block, collapsed, didn't stand up. Roof collapsed. But it might not have anything to do with the concrete block, but if nothing's done with the other two, they're going to suffer similar fate, I'm sure. So that's the Tonopah Army Airfield. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, smash that like button. Share it with your vast social media network. Go ahead and click the sub button if you think I earned it. If you don't think I did, then don't. But if you do click that sub button, go ahead and click the little bell icon right next to it so you too can be notified of future uploads. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye, boy.
Bye.
So that's the Tonopah Air. So that's the Tonopah Army Air.